I don't know why, but I feel like the chosen ones are really being tested right now in preparation for the life that you are asking for. Now, please understand, when I say chosen one, I'm not talking about a few set of people. Everyone is chosen. But this video is for the ones who choose and are willing to listen to the call. The call of understanding your existence, your purpose, why you radiate the way that you do, and wanting to tune into the creator that created this existence that is of the spiritual realm, but helps the physicality exist. Now, what's crazy is that this video is for you. For a person who doesn't understand that you may feel like you're chosen, but you don't know why you are alone. You're chosen, but alone. So in today's video, I want to share with you the reason why you cannot be around so many people. Or why is it that you don't want to be like the world? Or why is it that you choose to carve out your own path, regardless if people don't want to see the pure intentions that you have? Gooch, beautiful beings. Welcome back, Awaken Ones, another episode on Embracing Ascension series with your homegirl, Brittany Fontanez. If you're new to this channel, so glad to have you here. If you've been on this journey with me so far, gang, only love, you know who you is. On this channel, I am an energetic activator here to assist you to awaken things you have yet to see with your emotional awareness to go upon your spiritual evolution. If you want to know anything more about me and the services I render, there's a link in the description box below that you could go to. You'll be redirected to my link tree where my website is there, all the merch I render, my healing course, my Etsy shop, and my new shoe line. As well, when you go to my link tree, there is another tab that says shop, and you see all the shoes that I sell. That is a new addition to another endeavor that I like to involve myself in, because I just like to invest in myself. But other than that, you go to the link description box below and be willing to be redirected to my link tree and learn more about me and the services that I render and the things that I make and sell. Now, before we get into this video, beautiful beings, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video, which is weekly. I know I didn't do it last week because I was traveling in Tampa, and this week I am in Canada, but I'm starting to realize I should do videos when I feel inspired to do them. So here we is. Again, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification button. Now, beautiful beings, let's get into today's video. I've been really called to talk about chosen ones. And like I said, everyone in this entire world, here right now, when you're breathing and existing, other people are existing at the same time as you are. We're all chosen. We were all created by a creator that has so much love for us, but very few are willing to listen to the call. And those who are watching this video right now, you are the ones who choose to listen to the call. And what is that call? The call of learning how to not be of this world, but to create a new world within this world. I say that in every video I make. And the reason why I say it is because a lot of us forget to remember. And our purpose of existing is to remember why we exist and what we came here to do. Now, I want to get into depth on why is it that when you feel you are a chosen one, why you are alone and why you can't be around a lot of people. See, when you are in tune with spirit, you see things, you feel things, you sense things that it makes you feel like you're not of this world. It makes you feel like you're from another planet. It's the reason is because you illuminate an essence that is meant to trigger, awaken, enlighten other people who are not on the level that you're at. Now, I'm not saying you're better than everyone, and I'm not saying that you're below anyone. What I am saying is that a lot of people don't understand this on the spiritual journey, that I'm starting to realize. Not everyone is here to evolve the way that you are evolving. Some people exist to teach us to evolve. Some people are here to be the lessons to what we choose to learn and what they refuse to learn. And when you are a chosen one, you illuminate such a vibrant essence that people are attracted to and magnetized towards. But the reason why you may be thinking why certain relationships don't go the way that they do, certain friendships don't go the way that they do, it's certain job or career that you invest in don't go the way that they do, it's because you are a reflection of what people want to be but refuse to see within themselves. And because of this gives you kind of a alluring essence, whereas you have a depth to you. Even when people look into your eyes, it's like there's something about you that's mysterious. And this mysteriousness makes them want to travel down a different path or a different dimension or a different understanding beyond what they already know. But most people fear that, because being of the spirit and understanding our creator and learning how to remember your existence of these karmic lessons, of why you radiate the way that you do, why you're aware of these certain karmic cycles or hereditary cycles within your family. The reason why you're aware of all this and are in tune with spirit, and why people fear that but are allured to that, it's because you pretty much activate them to find their own path or to awaken to the path that they're on, that may not be serving them or may serve them. But the reason why you are alone as a chosen one, it's not because you're unlovable. It's because it's like a lot of spiritual people are so in tune with their inner child. This is why we can heal and find our worth and gain that skill of confidence. Is because it's like a child. A child, I will always believe, is closer to God than any adult. I don't care what anyone says. A child is more closer to God than any adult. This is why they're so blunt, so vibrant. See the beauty in everything of life, and there's no diversity. But people who are in tune with spirit and reactivate the inner child within them and heal, it's like you're getting closer to our creator. And when you get closer to the creator, it makes you realize that there is nothing to fear in this world, but everyone lives in fear because they are living in ego, which is ego, edging God out. But when you live for God, with God, then it's kind of like you are another being, like another breed. Hence why you carve out your own path, and that sometimes inspires people or that sometimes infuriates people. But you're alone because since you're so in tune with spirit, this world doesn't really rejuvenate you. And you can't be around a lot of people because you see the shadow aspect of things. You see the spirit behind people, not just the physicality of them. That's why a lot of spiritual beings who are in tune with spirit are celibate. Because we know absorbing energy, even just being next to someone, you're absorbing their energy. So imagine just connecting with someone on a sexual level. You're absorbing all their insecurities, all their vulnerabilities, all their mindsets, or what is even in their bloodline as curses or anything like that. This is why you might feel drained after you do hook up with someone. So being aware of that, you understand that the only way to rejuvenate your spirit and yourself is by getting in tune with spirit. And most people who are not on that level and think that they're their own God, or in their God complex, and think that they control the world the way that God does, and they get so lost into themselves, they don't know how to connect to the unseen world the way that you do. And you may have people think that you don't want to hang out with them, you don't want to be around them, you don't want to hit them up, but it's not really the case. The case is that you know the way to get your rejuvenation or to reignite your battery is by being with yourself, finding yourself in solitude. Most spiritual people, most chosen ones, know that isolation enhances their abilities. They understand that being an alchemist requires you transmuting energy that is so dense within you and that's even around you, to transmute that and alchemize that to what is going to help and serve you to evolve. And not a lot of people get that. because not a lot of people are willing to awaken to that. But the reason why in the beginning I said that I feel chosen ones are really being tested right now is because if you notice the shift that is happening, I'm gonna be real blunt. After Cat Williams pretty much went on a rampage of exposing Hollywood, it's like everything is being exposed now. Everything is being awakened. And even when the eclipse happened, everyone thought the apocalypse was gonna happen. I already believe we've been in the apocalypse for several years already. And I don't mean by the earth is going to crash or it's going to collapse. It's more, I believe that it's a lifting of the veil. Lies are being exposed. Truth is coming to the surface. And there's a massive shift taking place where people who weren't in power, that didn't have pure intentions, are going to be the ones who are going to be seeking help and are going to lose it all. But those who do have pure intentions, hence chosen ones, are going to be the rich ones, are going to be the ones who are going to be sought after for assistance, for service. And we're being tested right now because you notice great things are happening. You notice that your nervous system is trying to get equipped with receiving good things. And for me, I got a new career, which is the most I've ever been paid. And what I've ever done, what I've always wanted to do was travel, and now I'm traveling. My nervous system is trying to get equipped with that. And I explained more about this in my previous video that I did. So I highly suggest checking that out. I'll leave it up here for you guys and at the end of this video. But, you know, we're being tested to learn how to really prepare ourselves to receive more. We're being equipped with enhancing our abilities, not only to receive, but to step into that leadership role. And I know it's a little fearful because we never been that before. We never experienced that before. But we're being tested, we're being shown who's really on our side. You know, I have people in my life who are really looking at me with a side eye, even in my new career. And because of this, I'm starting to realize this because I'm elevating. The more you heal, the more you start to understand your worth. And the more you're kind of decluttering and unpacking what is not serving you, you're making room for what is serving you. And I highly suggest all of you beautiful beings who are watching this video is start asking God, expose my enemies to me, rather than asking for protection. You're already highly fucking protected. I read this quote earlier that said, what was it? The reason why there could be delay in your blessings is because God wants to clear out all the shadows, all the not negative energy, all the demonic energy ahead of you, to clear that out before you move forward. When I read that, I was like, damn, that is so deep. And so it's so true. That's why they say rejection is divine protection. So I started to realize that, you know, the more I'm being tested, the more I'm being rejected, the more I'm being given the side eye, the more I know I'm elevating. And the more that I realize I'm elevating, I have to prepare for what I am asking for. And hence why I'm doing this video. I want you guys to start preparing for what you've been asking for. This is vital to make your spirituality a priority. What I mean by this is up your prayer game, up your meditation game, up your talking to God game every single day and every single moment. I have been, my life has not only been shifting, but the shift that's been taking place inside of me, it's like I've been crying a lot, and crying to me is like a sense of release. I've been crying a lot, and all these old emotions are coming to the surface, and I thought I've overcame them, like the sense of loneliness, the sense of not feeling lovable. And I know it's not true. I really know it's not true. And when they come up, since I evolved so much and created these strategies to understand how to transmute and understand that energy from a wholehearted, compassionate place, it's like now all I feel is my guides and God around me just reminding me, you're releasing, you're unpacking more and more and more that was so deeply rooted that now we're getting in a state of preparation. It's like an initiation kind of. So I share all this with you guys is because there's really no need to fear. The more you equip yourself with being able to handle adversity, trials and tribulations, hardships, the more it really does become easier to allow things to come into your life and allow them to flow away naturally. It becomes, for me, it's becoming so exciting rather than a grieving state. It's becoming more exciting to me when I do get rejected, when I don't get what I want, when people leave my life, when things don't work out. And even like little things I can't control, like when I'm in traffic and I want to rush somewhere, I'm like, that's cool, and I start jamming out to music, and I started to realize there was an accident ahead of me that actually me being in traffic probably prevented me from being a part of it. Little things like that, it becomes so easy for me to release, becomes so easy for me to face triggers. And because of this, I'm getting myself in a state of preparation to be the person that I want to be, that I've never been, that I'm asking for, to allow myself to mold into that in such a swift way. Not a quick way. What I mean by swift, it's gradual, but it's a solid foundation that I actually could stand on and embody. So that's why I'm sharing this with you guys. So for you to understand, it becomes easier to start preparing. You will only be able to receive and recognize opportunities that you've been waiting for unless you're actually mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically preparing yourself to receive those things. You have to prepare yourself to meet opportunity. Opportunity requires preparation. Receiving requires preparation. And this is why I'm starting to realize, I'm going to share with you guys how it can become easier. You start to realize everything that you want is only because of the emotion that is going to cultivate inside you. A relationship, more money, whatever you want. You only want it for the emotion, not for the actual thing itself. So I started to realize how it becomes easier to face triggers and adversity is that you can cultivate that emotion now. Because emotion is energy in motion. It's not only about acting like that version of you. It's really about how does it feel to be that version of you? What would that version of you do in every single moment? What would love do? That version of you that loves life would do. What would that version of you who is so grounded would do? That's how you have to start thinking. And it's not about faking it till you make it. I'm not a believer in that. I'm a believer in that whatever I feel, I will face. Whatever I feel, I will heal. And whatever is meant to stay, I allow it. Whatever is meant to go, I allow it. There's no, it's odd because me and my therapist were talking about this last week. Giving up control is a sense of control. It's a form of control in some way. So when you give up trying to control everything, it's like you're allowing yourself to have control over you. And that is the only power that you have of control. The more you can control how your spirit reacts to things outside of you, the more you have the ability to act in ways where the physical circumstances can't dismantle your spirit. And the more you're able to build up that momentum, because it's like you're going level by level by level. You're building up a staircase. And the higher you go, there's going to be new, bigger, and better things for you. But in order to get to that staircase, you got to build that momentum to know how to control yourself, the emotions and thoughts, and cultivate how you want to feel in order to allow that momentum of control over your spirit, rather than allowing things outside of you to dismantle that momentum. to make you go down. So for example, it's like, the reason why people go back to their past is because they're running away from what's ever in front of them, and what's in front of them is what we call our inner demons. But it's not really demons, it's just us rejecting accountability and responsibility. So when you can face what you call that inner demon, it's really the version of yourself that, that's holding you back. When you start going towards it rather than running from it, because when we run away from it, we're going back to the past. We're going back to that old character. So running towards it and facing it allows you the ability to take accountability for that part of you that holds yourself back and say, all right, I see you, I acknowledge you, I love you, I thank you, but you no longer serve me, but I'm going to put you behind me so you can teach me how you are going to serve me, because I'm not your servant, you're my servant, because I am the master of my reality. So, beautiful beings, that's all I want to share with you today. Please know, if you always felt like you're a chosen one and you're alone, it's for a fucking reason, man. Embrace solitude. Embrace that there's a uniqueness about you. The more you choose to understand your uniqueness, you start to realize you no longer care what the outer world thinks about you. And that is a strong, powerful place to be. Because when you walk into a room, you no longer think in a mindset of, what if these people like me? What if they don't? You start thinking from a mindset of, do I even like these people? Do I even like this? Is this the lane that I want to be in? That is where you are supposed to be. And therefore, when you get there, you are able to identify what is for you, what is not for you, but what it is that you've been asking for, and able to grab onto it, bring it into reality, and manifest it the way you've been waiting for and wanting. Because you got out of that state of waiting and wanting and started being. Oh, all right, beautiful beings, I'm gonna leave it right there. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I highly recommend watching this next video that I previously made, because it will assist you on a much, much deeper level. Until then, beautiful beings, I'll see you in the next one, and only love.